Small changes are often the ones that feel the most big to fans. And that's exactly what's happening now with the dynamic between Park Jimin and Jeon Jungkook as they go about their schedule in Japan with BTS. With no official statement, no obvious dramatic moments, but just a few video snippets and brief interactions, armies around the world began to feel something different, calmer, more subtle, and inexplicably deeper than ever before. Over the years, Jimin and Jungkook's relationship has been known for its warm and expressive energy. They are often seen teasing each other, laughing together, and showing physical closeness that makes fans excited and entertained at the same time. But in Japan this time, the nuances changed. Not that distance is created, but quite the opposite. The closeness remains, only it is expressed in a much more subtle way. Many noticed how the two remained standing close together on various occasions, but without the striking interaction as before. There are no spontaneous hugs or overreactions, but the presence of each other remains consistent. One of the most talked about moments was when the camera captured Jungkook looking more reserved than usual. He stood with a calm expression, occasionally looking down, while Jimin beside him seemed to glance with a gentle look that was hard to ignore. No words were heard, no big gestures, but the atmosphere between them felt full of meaning. Many soldiers admitted that it was precisely moments like this that made them think more deeply, because the silence of the two felt like talking. Some fans interpret these changes as a sign of fatigue. Busy schedules, travel, and the pressures of being a global idol can certainly affect their energy in front of the public. In this context, a calmer attitude is considered something natural and human. But on the other hand, there are also those who see it as a form of maturity in their relationship. If before the closeness was shown in a more open and playful way, now it is possible that they no longer feel the need to always show it explicitly. Interestingly, although the interaction looks more minimal, the synchronization between the two still feels strong. In some clips, they move almost simultaneously, turn their heads in the same direction, or stand at a consistent distance, as if without the need to agree. Little things like this actually make many ARMY feel that the connection between them does not decrease, but rather develops into something more calm and stable. Fan reaction was mixed. Some feel worried, wondering if something is going on behind the scenes, but more trying to look at it from a more positive point of view. They believe that relationships, of any kind, will always undergo changes over time. And change doesn't always mean moving away. Sometimes it just means getting stronger, just that it's no longer shown in the same way. Discussions on social media were filled with detailed analysis of every little gesture, every look, even the standing distance between the two. This shows how much attention the ARMY pays to the dynamics of Jimin and Jungkook. But amid all the speculation, there are also voices that warn not to go too far in drawing conclusions. What is seen in front of the camera is only a small part of the actual reality, and not everything needs to be interpreted as a big change. What is clear, these moments of silence in Japan have created a new narrative among fans. Narratives about closeness that don't always have to be noisy, about relationships that can feel strong even without a lot of visible interaction. In a world of entertainment that is often full of overexposure, it is precisely this kind of calm that feels different. And perhaps that is what makes it so attractive. In the end, whether Jimin and Jungkook changed or not is probably not the most important question. What's more interesting is how fans respond and interpret every little detail of their interactions. Because for the ARMY, the relationship between these two members is not only about what is seen, but also about what is felt. And in Japan, in that simple silence, many feel that something is keeping them awake, something that doesn't need to be explained, but is enough to keep everyone paying attention. The ARMY's attention was then increasingly focused on details that might have previously been missed. The way Jeon Jungkook slightly turned his head as Park Jimin moved, or how Jimin seemed to adjust his pace without needing to be called out, became little snippets that fans kept replaying. No dialogue is heard, but their body language is like storing old habits that don't disappear, just change shape. These things actually make many people feel that the closeness does not fade away, but rather becomes something more intuitive and no longer requires a lot of outside expression. On the other hand, the atmosphere in Japan itself also provides a different context. A quieter environment compared to a big concert stage, plus a busy schedule, can make members choose to be more focused and energy efficient. Under such conditions, simpler interactions may be a natural choice. But what makes it interesting is how, even in those circumstances, Jimin and Jungkook still seem to be connected in ways that are hard to explain logically. Some of the ARMY also began comparing this moment to their past interactions with BTS. If in the past there were many spontaneous moments full of laughter and excitement, now it seems that both are in a more stable phase. It is no longer about attracting attention, but about the already formed comfort. There is a feeling that they no longer need to prove anything in front of the camera, because what is there is already strong enough without the need to be constantly shown. But of course, not everyone sees it the same way. Some fans still feel that there is a different distance than usual, and that brings up a sense of curiosity that cannot be avoided. Is this just a temporary phase? Or is there really a deeper dynamic change? These questions are constantly spinning, reinforced by each new clip that appears and analyzed from different angles. Interestingly, amid all the speculation, one thing has remained consistent. Their attention to each other has never really gone away. Even in the quietest of moments, each other's presence is evident. And maybe that's where the real attraction lies, that a strong relationship doesn't always have to be obvious on the surface, but can be felt through the little things that are almost invisible. This phenomenon once again shows how a simple interaction between two members can develop into a big discussion among the ARMY. Every small change, every difference in nuance, is capable of creating a variety of interpretations that are both emotional and profound. And as long as Jimin and Jungkook continue to be under the spotlight, every moment like this is likely to continue to be story material that is never really finished being discussed.